Little bit of a Kickstarter update. One of the ones I wanted to succeed the most is wrapping up in about 2 hours and didn't even make it to 50%. As Hija, la Catrina is damn shame. Now, I read the synopsis and I've been following the project, but I was actually putting off reading it. It's on Webtoons because I wanted to read it as a book. And I was going to just pop open Google Translate and just read it as a book and type it in as needed. But Danny actually has the whole thing in English on Webtoons, so that's work I don't need to do. Kyle, you specifically need to read this because it's about death and is very sad but also happy.
I do like sad but also happy.
It is, as is the case with, like, you know, the entire point of Dia de los Muertos, it's about dying being part of nature. And people die, and the theme is, yeah, that's okay. It's very nice. I've read about the first 8 parts of it. It's very long.
Hey, hold on a second.
Yeah.
No, I'm just... Okay. I want to take a look at this real quick. It's at $704. Is that U.S. or Mexican dollars?
You are looking at U.S. dollars. It's
okay.
The goal is 1,500. Yeah, that's so about $1 US is about 20 Mexican dollar or peso.
Gotcha.
They use the dollar sign, but it's peso. So yeah, one of ours is 20 of theirs.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a bummer because if it was, you know, that close overall.
Yeah. So I've been in touch with Danny a little bit over Twitter. She actually said, I think I appreciate your hype, Jared, but I think it's time to cool it. And I was like, I will stop dancing when the song is over. But we chatted a little bit after that. It's just like, hey, like, it's very good to meet you and all that. So she's a very cool lady. It's been nice to actually chat with her and be a part of it, even though it didn't make it. Well, I mean, there's still 2 hours. Miracles can occur. We can hope, but still. But yeah.
I'm just like, is there a weird chance I could single-handedly save this? But it does not look like that, if that is the U.S. goal.
Yeah, it's a little bit too... Like, I bumped mine up just a touch. It's like, all right, because I actually knew all along... You know that sort of like, okay, well, if I need to bump it, I'll bump it.
Yeah.
And I did that last little bump today, just be like, well, maybe. So, you know, I pushed it to the limit I thought I could, and yep, it's well, the nice thing is, I made a friend, and it's a super cool comic that exists, so you can still read it, and it's in English.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you are looking for something that's really cute, but really sad, but really sweet, My Daughter, La Catrina, is awesome on Webtoons. Go read it.
Yeah. Well, it's always a shame when they don't go through, but again, I'm glad that...
Yeah. And, like, I've been living and breathing this life for a bit now, and like, you know, sometimes they're just kind of like, oh, it just didn't pull through. And then sometimes you get burnt sand that just completely exploded in the last day.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it's just it's an awesome last minute miracle. I think, like, well, obviously we're in America and we speak English and spend American dollars. So I think those sort of factors definitely make it tougher for people to back, at least people up here to back. I don't know. And because, like, everything about it, it's like it really wasn't asking for that much, which is why I was so hopeful this whole time, is that, like, it's really not that high of a goal. We've seen, I think we usually see averages around, like, $4,000 US. There's a lot below that and a lot way above that. And usually the ones that are really high are either someone looking to make a career shift with this book, or a well-established professional crew of like 4 people with all their own following coming together to make a book. So those are where the big ones come from. But like 1,500 US is a completely reasonable goal, and it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah. I wonder, like, I it's one of those things, like, part of me wants to do some kind of, like, post-mortem or something, but I feel like the reasons why this isn't succeeding are outside of my scope.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
Without
Same.
knowing Kickstarter's demographics and whatnot, like, yeah. But it is such a cool project. I do hope she takes another stab at it.
I get the feeling she's been making comics for so long that I get the feeling nothing can stop her. I don't know, because like anything that we do is like it's up. You know, I'll send out an invite to Danny. I might actually say, hey, you want to join our comic artist Discord or something like that. And if she wants to, then cool. And we can chat about it and I don't know, be a community as we tend to be for ourselves.
Yeah.